Hi guys, I'm back and I'm testing out the HD feature in the video on this camera, digital camera. I knew I did this video a while back, but the other day, but I wanted to do it again on my digital, hopefully get a better picture. These are papers that I made for a paper swap. And I used watercolor, 90-pound watercolor artist soft. And this one I used watered down Parisian pink because I only had a little bit left on it. So I just took some water, filled it with water, and painted it on. And then I used the stencil. It's like a beaded chain, like for the doors, back in the late 60s, early 70s. But anyway, I used like a lime green, I think, craft paint. And I did, a lot of these I did the technique that Paula did with the stencil in the water, wiping the water off, over the stencil. Because I haven't been doing much lately, and wanted to stick with something that I know how to do when making these papers. And the paisleys are from the same set as the beads, and I used like a red. This was apple barrel gloss paint, and I think it was raspberry red or something like that. I like how that turned out. And this one I used brown oxide craft paint and of course yellow for the stencil. And before I did the stencil, I took some water and spritzed it. And then I took this grid stamp and I stamped it in black memento, and it was a little too stood out a little bit, so when it was still had a wet paper towel, I took it and wiped some of the ink off, and it turned the stamp into the background just a bit. So before I get, this was the last one I did, but before I get to that, these papers I tried to save. I forgot which colors I used, but I think this one I used like a white paint for a stencil, and I didn't like how it looked, so I took that white paint off, and I crumpled it up as you can see, and I sprayed some Voodoo Screaming Banshee Black and Lindy Stamp Gang. I think you can somewhat see the shimmer. And then I stamped the autumn leaves scribble alphabet on there. I still gotta iron it. And then this one I definitely tried to save. I tried to use black cherry craft paint for a stencil, and I didn't like it. So I tried to wipe some of that off to see some of the paper was coming off. This one I crinkled up and sprayed the same Screaming Banshee Black, and I think I used Gone Into Blooms Moonshadow Mist. I guess, hopefully you can see the shimmer. And then lastly, this one I liked. I think I used a hot pink with the Cosmo Circles from Crafters Workshop. It's the only one I have from them, in the pink. And then I used the heart and the love, and that's from the Tulip Graffiti collection, same with the peace sign and word. That's from the same Tulip. And then I used black craft paint you know, with the same effect. And what I liked was when I was wiping off the black craft paint, you could see the it wiped onto some of the circles, and it gives like a grungy look to it. So those are my papers. I don't know when I'm gonna mail them, because I got a couple swaps I can mail later in November. So thanks for watching.